Greetings, hello, welcome back to more War of the Chosen. We have covert action that got ambushed, so we gotta rescue our guys here.
Break cover and move to the extraction point on the double.
No, nice concealment you got there. No, not concealed, no, compromise, no, what? Also, what's up there with... it looked for a second like he didn't have any, bullet ablative, but for some reason the game kind of loaded that in later. That didn't trigger our click feed though. Oh, because we weren't revealed by our own action, I guess. Fair enough. And by fair enough, I mean that's bullshit. But fair enough. Alright, so covert action ambush. You usually either have a group on this side or on this side. I think I say that every time, but it's more of a reminder, because I think some people are struggling a bit with the ambush missions, and for me it's always a matter of, hey, who can I level up here, and not so much of, oh my god, we're all gonna die. So I think I'm gonna use stealth protocol here on Burko to scout out the left side here.
Moving.
Which might mean... No, actually, we have something right there. And I think... that's an AP, that's an ally grenade. I think we just blow this up. Yeah, he's standing out in the open, but that only matters if there's enemies left alive. And that's not the intent here, to leave enemies left alive.
I'm spotted.
Now, I'm not sure if this is close enough to jump over for the chaining jolts. So maybe the safer play is to teamwork you and to just slice them both, or slice premonition. Yeah, that's the safer play, I think.
Wir werden obsiegen.
We'll slice that guy. Puts us into a flanking position on the other guy.
Ziel neutralisiert.
And that activates those guys. Fantastic. Wonderful, all according to plan. Okay. Let me just head on you up. I did not expect those guys to be there, but well, here we are. That being a flame viper is kind of bad news, though.
Raiders roll.
Talk about bad news. That is obviously, hopefully, bad news for the beleaguer. No, it's bad news for me. Oh boy. 76% to crit, or what it was? Okay, okay. We've got a biotrooper, we've got a beleaguer captain, and we've got a snake here. Well, the question is really, there's no way I think you could help out here. Even with a teamwork, I don't think you can reach the snake.
As you wish.
Okay, that doesn't take care of both of them anyway. I actually think I'll have to teamwork here. Get in position to flamethrower this guy. And then hope the run and slice rolls 5 damage to take care of that guy.
Launcher here.
Nice. Gross. Yeah, not worth it.
So, how do we handle this then? I'll definitely premonition, so I can actually take an action here, right? I'm trying to figure out how I want to be screwed over here. Well, here's the thing. Oh, it's a beleaguer captain. I was going to say, oh, beleaguer's just going to Overwatch. No, no, that's a beleaguer captain. So this isn't one's advance. I will not get a movement afterwards. 4 to 6, 5 to 7, 4 to 7, and this is kind of gonna power itself up to do fire damage. So this is real bad news. This is somewhat bad news because beleaguers have the captains have beam sweep, which is it says in the tooltip devastating attack, and they're not lying. My shot damage is 6 to 11. I do have Blade Storm, so that's what I'm kind of looking at. Is there some fancy way where I can utilize Blade Storm? To give me any sort of advantage here. Just mutilate this guy.
Mögliche Informationen gefunden. Ziel eliminiert. Sichergestellt.
And see what they make out of it.
Das hätte schlimm ausgehen können.
Okay, that's just ablative armor. That's fine so far. This is the bad stuff.
Sie kommen von der Seite. Ich verbleibe hier.
So much for sending those two out on the next covert action.
Das Feuer wird schlimmer. Bin getroffen.
So far it's only 2 points of damage, but... Ooh. Oh, we're looking for medkits. Probably not great. I did see a medkit down here. But yeah, that's kind of out of range.
You got it. Score. They got no chance to be pampered sometimes.
all day long.
Take out that trooper.
Nighty night. Getting a little dry over here?
Interestingly, once advance doesn't it's still available while I'm burning. Ooh, any water anywhere nearby? No.
I can handle it. Boom!
Okay, let me try something. Probably city here. Okay.
Beweise gesichert.
Take the kill on that.
Objekt gesichert.
You can move all the way down here, which is still not going to be close enough to actually use the medkit. Oh, hang on. Do you have paramedic heal?
Wechsle Position.
Here we freaking go.
As you wish.
That mobility, though. Okay.
Jawohl. Objekt erhalten.
Well, there might have been some hubris involved here.
Schon unterwegs.
With me just, you know, standing out in the open, just launching grenades. Oh, it's gonna be fine. And then I did actually not expect the second group to be down here. Normally they are more in this part of the map. But yeah.
Go, go, go!
Well,
Los, los, los.
Go.
what to say, it is what it is.
Anytime you're ready.
I think that's close enough to be all out before reinforcements can do anything, so let's just leave here.
Tempo.
Follow me.
This way, let's go. A second chance. I accept, humbly.
Let's make these guys sorry they showed up.
Rücke vor.
It was like it when like
Fine.
the reinforcement voice line is coming from a soldier who's already evac'd and sitting on the Sky Ranger. Oh yeah, let's screw up those guys. It's like, dude, you're already out. Yeah, she's already on the stretcher here, pretty much. Well, that certainly changes my plans right now. So we initially intended to do the Hunt the Chosen covert action after this with
And despite the destruction left in their wake, XCOM
those two
refuses
with a level
to
2
let
bond
go of
to
the
cut down on
ways
the
of old
time.
world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them. We are grateful to the elders for their support in ending this mess.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
Also, I probably thought I had biggest booms and could one-shot that whole group there. I didn't have it yet. Now I have it. Also, we probably want to pick up Untouchable here, right? That makes these kind of grenading while standing out in the open much better. Ooh. I don't think this will work with grenades. And I wish it would actually tell you, works with what it works with. No, let's take Untouchable. An idea being invulnerable, unhittable after landing an attack is pretty amazing. Now, relocate. Swap positions with an ally or an enemy is basically just like the Templar's Invert, except you can also use it on the Chosen. And it's just a fun ability to use. Is it the most, the strongest? I don't know. I actually haven't used Warden's Tide like ever. 46 damage. Ignoring cover and armor. Stuns for 1 action point. I really dislike 1 action point stuns. It's like, okay, I need... Everybody gets 2 actions at least on their turn. Like, why would I only want to stun for 1? Which usually means the AI will just shoot at you then.
Our action together is complete, Commander.
Okay, we got the intel though. Let me just take stock of the situation. What's happening here? Shouldn't... Yeah, alright. I see West Africa as Strength 2 region. So when you do an ambush in an uncontacted region, you can actually spy at the strength in that region, and I think that's... I'll take that information, as I'm a strong supporter of the change that you should always see the strength of your neighboring regions. I strongly dislike the gamble when making new contact of, hey, I have 3 regions next to my starting region, which do I contact, and then you contact one, and it's like, oh, this one is strength 4. I just wasted 100 intel. So yeah, so the game should show you that information in my opinion, but...
Commander, the factions have readied proposals for various covert missions. We should head to the ring to plan our next op.
Long War is basically complete. There's no further development being done at this point, so you know, that change is not coming anytime soon. Okay, so we're not gonna get time reduction on that covert action. Unless... No, I don't have any other level 2 bond pair. How much longer until we have one, though? Somebody's bond training. 6 days, so they just started. Okay. I guess going from 8 to 7 is not such a big reduction. Like, it's super helpful when you have like the short missions anyway. Like a 4-day turning into 3-day mission is a much bigger time saver than 8 days turning into 7. But this is an investment of a tech sergeant being out as opposed to just a bunch of other people. Alright, who's going? So we've got 6 people available here who are tech sergeant and higher. I want to keep those 2 around, because also I don't want to use an officer for that. I want to level you up 4 XP. Could just find some faceless in that haven that I'm gonna stick you back in. No, I think it actually has to be the Grenadier. And then there's no failure chance on this mission. And we just had an ambush, so the ambush chance is somewhat low. So I think we can... We could in theory even send in 2 rookies. That is very, very tempting. We would get random promotions, which, given that I have no idea what to do with them anyway, maybe the game will tell me what to do. 8% ambush chance. Of course, it's gonna make a potential ambush a little bit harder, having 2 rookies there. But I like the idea. Alright. Yeah, before we do that, though, since I can't access your weapon attachments, I think the only thing you rookies really only need here is a underbarrel flamethrower. You're perfect, Donna. And you carry a medkit. And you get a powered bayonet. Send it.
Commander. My followers will appreciate the support of your soldiers.
Right. Let's get Daddy Home back in there. And get back to scanning in New Mexico. $15 days to supply. Oh, this should be like 3 more days until we're full here on Rebels and can actually get some income. Oh boy, find enemy flight paths with 19 hours left. So we're gonna be going straight up to strength 3. Yeah, no, we're not at a point where they bring in 2 points of strength with each UFO. So this is going to be a strength 4 network tower, which is fine. Alright, how are we looking for this squad? We are once again trying to get some sneaky trial by fire promotions. Build start VIP extract. I'm gonna over-infiltrate that a little bit. Well, looks like we're gonna get our first Master Sergeant from this rendezvous mission. Oh, we can do this. We can do this right away. You know, an ambush is not a full episode, a rendezvous is not a full episode, an ambush plus a rendezvous, well, couldn't have planned it better. I didn't actually look at the pop-up how many faceless it said. Operation Red Fog, but I haven't enabled that at campaign start. For those unfamiliar, Red Fog is a second wave option.
Feels like old times already.
Where a unit's stats will degrade if they take damage. So their mobility, aim, I don't even know what else is affected, will go down once they're damaged. Which
to that location.
sounds on the one hand kind of realistic, right? That performance goes down if you're hurt. It's fairly strongly favored in XCOM's favor, since you usually have the initiative. You're the first one taking shots. And basically you're throwing a grenade at an enemy group and you're doing damage and effectively flashbanging them at the same time. It's kinda...
Boosting.
It's giving you a fairly significant edge.
Okay.
Also, they don't have healing, you can have healing. They don't have ablative armor, usually, most of them.
Pronto.
You have ablative armor, so you don't actually take damage. Where was my... Didn't I have a stun gun? Yes, I did. Okay. Assuming they're just here around the corner, somewhere there. Ooh, a bunch of snakes. First thought is, hey, they give more... Those corpses give more money on
Solid
selling.
copy.
Also, like, 2 resistance mechs here.
Pumped up and good to go.
Kind of overkill here. We're still, I think, in the stage of the campaign where resistance mechs are actually good and a big asset on these missions. Now, the only downside is we have 2 sidewinders here, so we can't really do a you run into me and I overwatch you ambush.
Checking this quadrant out.
Also, they have Shadow Step. Can still do it, but it would be fairly ineffective.
Boosting.
Copy that.
Order confirmed.
I don't mind a reasonable amount of trouble.
Surprised we haven't seen the other group yet. Got a pillar here on this rebel. Anyone else with fancy abilities? No, didn't see anything. Okay. I don't like that the snakes are effectively in cover there. Okay, I think we're just gonna overwatch those 3 rebels here that are close to take shots at the sectoid. We're gonna shoot and hopefully kill the high health sidewinder. Figure something out how to deal with everyone.
Better start picking these up. Demolish this thing right between the eyes.
I need optics. No longer a threat.
Some micro missiles in there. Also a good shot.
Heading this way. materials there.
Hey, that was a easy first engagement.
We should head that way.
So since we see the side of the building, then I'm probably more in this area. So I'm thinking we're gonna ghost grenade this guy standing right next to me. Just throw a grenade point blank on his face. Okay, then he can go
Heard that.
pick up all the loot.
I recovered the treasure pack. Allfather guard me.
You know, he's a bit of a weird guy.
Ready to engage. Ammo here. Heading this way. Watching here. I'm on. Keeping an eye on this area. Keeping an eye on this spot.
Hostile right here.
So basic trooper, an officer or something like that. Okay, and no windows on this side. I think we can actually come in here with several of our guys.
Uh-huh.
Take a little bit of a flank there. Yeah, you've got shotgun. Going for a close range flank. We might be able to get something done over here.
En route to target.
Coming from the center, and I probably want to snipe those guys from concealment.
Be there in a jiffy.
From DerAva.
Going to check out right here.
Basic trooper and an officer. That's really not a big deal. Can I see the officer from here? Yes. Cool. Shadow it up.
I can dig that.
Get up there.
.99. I'm low on mana.
Before we move any closer here, let's make sure this faceless is flashbanged.
Friendly smoke here.
Means you can come up there. That should be out of range of the faceless flank shot from the high ground.
Treasure pack here. Not much of a champ for this squadron.
I'm gonna just take some shots with the max. It's gonna get regenerated anyway. So that was kind of pointless.
Copy that.
You stay concealed. We take a shot at the faceless.
I'm on it,
Sure.
Commander.
Now, I feel like maybe there's more than one faceless on the mission. Then we just take the kill here and go home.
Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Only 6 enemies, but that's a good result. Now, unfortunately, that puts us at 9 rebels in this haven.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary citizen emigration numbers are reportedly at their highest level in recent years.
I can't imagine the
So
aliens
I'm thinking about something here. Let me just go. Now we're getting first strike. That's 3 damage. And with kills, you stay in concealment. With Silent Killer, I think that's strong. Fearsome has its uses, but you know, pure damage numbers is purely better. What's immobility? You had 17. So at 14 with full gear. So if I give you a superior speed PCS, that puts you at 18, which is kinda a nice spot where I don't want to bother with it. We have some spare AP, and I'm wondering, hey, is it worth investing in pistol abilities? Sure, you can't use them from Shadow. Well, I say that. This does not have a restriction on vector rifles. No, with their primary weapon. Never mind. Oh, killing shots, it just says. And then primary weapons. And the only thing first strike is also vector rifle. Okay, so it doesn't affect pistol damage, so pistol is not really, well, I guess blood trail. Does this work with pistols? It's on all weapons, including grenades. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, honestly. I wish it would tell me, does it stand for 1 action or 2 actions? Like, we could get a level tier 1 ability, costs 10, right? We have 9 remaining, so those kind of, you know, maybe we just get concentration. Invest a little bit AP here, because that's a 20 ability. What I don't like here is that we play for crits, right? We've got anatomy, we've got Death Dealer, so that's 40% crit share. We don't actually, very unlikely to graze in the first place, because our crit chance should upgrade most grazes to normal hits anyway, and ideally we want to crit for Death Dealer to proc to get the kill staying in Shadow. I don't know. Don't have to decide it right now. 3 more cores. Like to see it. Some more trooper corpses. We're running out of those. Back up to 18 cores. Nice. So, my dilemma here is we know that this region is now free of any faceless. Fantastic. but it's at 9 rebels. Is that enough for me, where I say, okay, I'd rather have 9 where I know none of them are faceless, and I put them now all on supply to get some income? Or do I get back up to 13 to the max number of rebels, so I can actually get more income, but then there's the risk that one of them might be faceless, so I have to keep my soldier in here. If it was 10, I would say, okay, 10 is good enough. Like 11 is probably where I never would recruit anymore, where I just say, because if you recruit more and you have one faceless, you get a 20% penalty to your income. So that risk versus the guaranteed reward is kind of the tactical dilemma I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I think we can leave him in there a little bit longer and do recruitment.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
So I wonder if we had waited with doing the rendezvous and then got the recruitment event here, would that immediately also have been revealed as a faceless if we did the mission, or would that person not be counted? Is that guaranteed to be a human? I don't know. What I do know is that this just ticked down to vulnerable 7 to 9. Should then hopefully be an easy mission where we can get some of the free promotions, get some combat XP on our Naja, on our Templar, and also maybe probably not a level up here, but you know, maybe also develop some bonds. Lots of empty bond spots here. We'll do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.